This is the Team Blaney Podcast.
Let's go race for a championship.
Let's welcome Leah Reeves to the Team Blaney Podcast. Once again, a prolific guest of the show. I think you might have just now maybe set the record for the most appearances on our show. So welcome back. Leah's from the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation. She's also the daughter of National Sprint Car Hall of Famer Dale Blaney. And like I said, frequent guest of the show, and we're excited to have you back once again in 2025.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Do I get a trophy for being the most frequent flyer, or how's that work?
We've only given a trophy out to our fantasy winner so far, but maybe we'll have to get something for our guests.
All right,
He
okay.
turns out T-shirts sometimes. Maybe
I can make up something.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So we're excited to have you back. Again, you always come in, you let us know what's happening with the foundation, kind of recap what's happened in the past, what we're looking ahead for the future. So right off the bat, I think 2024 was a big year for you guys. You had lots of cool events and some other things throughout the year. How was 2024 for the foundation?
2024 was a really exciting year for us. I think that we're starting to get a broader horizon of who we're working with, who we're impacting. We've worked with a couple new organizations. We started working with Hilarity for Charity, that's Seth Rogen's foundation, and Love Your Brain. They're focused on Alzheimer's, and then Love Your Brain is focused on TBI. So working with them, I think, is just kind of put us on a different level. We're just reaching more people, getting more awareness out there, getting more involvement in local communities and caregivers. So I think I don't know, we're kind of stepping up our game, and it's really exciting. So I think we're doing a lot of good, and 2025 is shaping up to be another really exciting year.
It seemed like last year when you've talked to us that caregiving was becoming a kind of a big focus, and you guys are also in nursing homes and other like kind of adult care facilities and things like that. Is that something you guys are going to continue on with this year?
Yeah, most definitely. I think that we feel right now the biggest impact we can make is with caregivers and just being in the community. The Alzheimer's Association does such wonderful work with all of the research and the backing for the research. And I think just medically, we like supporting them there, but there's not much medically we can do. So being able to kind of get our hands in the game and just be in our local communities, getting out there, serving the people in the nursing homes, giving those respite care grants to the caregivers, and being able to hear the stories of how it impacts them, how it refreshes them, allows them to be better caretakers. I think that's just where we can make the biggest impact. And I know, we've all kind of had an experience with caretaking. We watched Mima be a caretaker for Papa. My dad also lived there at the time, so he helped. Lisa helped take care of her mother over the past couple years, different illnesses, but we've all watched it or experienced it in some way, shape, or form. And I think that's where we just feel that we can help the most, bring the most impact, and just make the biggest difference.
So in order to kind of create these new partnerships and work with new people and reach as many people as possible, your whole goal, you have to raise money to be able to do that and participate in that and do the most good. And you guys have a lot of fun events throughout the year, and you have a big one that's going to be coming up here in a few months. And it's the second year where you guys have held a pickleball fundraiser that's brought in drivers and other celebrities and fans and sponsors to go out there in the Charlotte area and play one of the fastest rising sports in the country that me in Florida here is very familiar with. There's pickleball courts all over the place.
Yeah.
But talk about that. Talk about maybe the success of last year and what you're looking forward to for that this year.
Yeah. So last year was our first year holding Pickle for a Purpose, much different than our previous Topgolf fundraisers, but a blast. I think it was a way for people to be more engaged throughout the night. At Topgolf, everyone was kind of in their own bay. You could mingle a little bit, but you were kind of just secluded to your own little bay, where everyone was really intently watching all the pickleball games last year. We were all gathering around, cheering on people, really rallying at Rally Pickleball, just for the different people. And so it was a lot of fun. I think everyone really liked that engagement aspect of the event. We raised, I think, over like $110,000. So it was very successful, and we're hoping to make it more successful this year. So we are hosting it at Rally Pickleball again in Charlotte on Tuesday, May 13th. One thing I'm really excited for this year is that I feel like we have kind of opened up another layer of opportunity for people and businesses to get involved. Unfortunately, the prices have to be high just because we have venue costs and all that stuff. So it's not necessarily easy to get involved, but this year we've really worked hard to have an opportunity for, small businesses, community, influences. So we have like the community ACE sponsorship for $500, and you get a banner, you get on the event t-shirt, you get a social media post, you can put stuff in our gift bag. So we have kind of those lower $500 and under sponsorships that I think we can really target a lot of people that want to be involved, but maybe don't have a bunch of money to throw out a $10,000 4-team sponsorship. So we have much more flexibility kind of this year, but we're going to have a silent auction again. I've been working on items for those. So I think we should maybe have a couple musical instruments again. I'm not sure of what sort, but those are always kind of a big hit. We'll have stuff of Ryan's, Dave's, Dale's. So just kind of working on stuff like that. We're also hoping to have a hat bar. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. So hopefully it is, because if not, I just spoiled it. But we're hoping to have like a trucker hat bar. So I think that's going to be super fun. We're just trying to bring in some more opportunities for people, to engage in different ways throughout the night. But as always, we're just raising money for Alzheimer's awareness, concussion awareness. We are planning to fund another fellow this fall at the UPMC Sports Medicine Concussion Program. So we'll be raising money for that. And then we are also partnering with we're doing a new partnership with an adult day center down here in Salisbury, North Carolina, Trinity Living Center. They are just the most wonderful group of people. Adults with dementia get to go there during the day so their caregivers can get a break. They do all kinds of activities. They have like Dolly Parton days. They go on field trips. I mean, they just do so many wonderful things with these adults and kind of really just meet them where they are. So we're going to help them revamp their outdoor area. They said they spend a lot of time out there gardening, planting flowers, just enjoying the sun. So we're really excited to partner with them and help them revamp their space so that all these patients can just really enjoy it more. So those are two main things that we're raising money for this year with Pickle for a Purpose. But yeah, as always, we're going to just keep pushing towards hopefully a cure and raising awareness about these really important brain health issues.
This year's date is a little bit different too,
Yes.
right? In the past, it's been between the All-Star event and the 600. This year, it's actually the week before the All-Stars, right?
Yep. We moved it a little bit earlier in the year just because a lot of drivers do their fundraisers during that week because it's easy, you're close to home, and a lot of your sponsors are coming in for the race. So we just were trying to get out of the most popular week to maybe give ourselves a bit of an advantage. It's hard when all the drivers do it very close together, and we love to be able to go or send Ryan to support one of theirs, but it's the same night as ours. So just trying to open it up a little bit for more people to hopefully come, and also for us to be able to support other people the week after. But we've actually found a lot of people have moved their events to the same week as us. So we must all be thinking alike, but that's all right. So we are really excited. I think it's going to be a great night with a lot of fun.
Now, just talking of some ways that fans can kind of get involved in this event, maybe even if they can't attend or be kind of attached to one of the businesses that are participating. You mentioned the silent auction. In years past, it's been available online, so anybody can bid. Is that still kind of a plan for this year?
Yep, we're going to do that again this year. So people in attendance and at home will be able to bid and partake in it. We'll send out a link on our social media pages a day or two ahead of time. So keep an eye out for that. But yes, it will be available to anyone as long as you have access to internet.
And then can you talk about another one of the things we, Steve and I have participated in the last few years as well, that fans can do, and it creates like a really great souvenir. And I think that's that wall of fame that you guys have been kind of hosting at these events.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to do the Wall of Fame once again. I think the little cards might be shaped like a pickleball paddle this year. We're working on that. But
There you go.
hey,
Well,
that's a
yeah.
good one. That's a good looking one.
Yep.
Might be bigger.
For a donation of, you can make a donation of any amount to get your name put on the wall. But if it's $50 and over, we'll have Ryan sign it and we'll send it back to you. So another just really great way to spend a little money, make some good happen, and get something really awesome from Ryan in return. And it's amazing how quickly those Wall of Fame donations add up. Like they really do make a big difference. And it might just seem like $10, $20, $50, but it goes a long way. And it's exciting to see that. I check the events page like every day, all the ticket sales. So it's really nice and fun to see just how quickly that adds up and how big of an impact it truly makes.
Yeah, like I said, I like it because people have hats signed and T-shirts signed and die casts and pictures, but that just like something that's totally unique that you can have signed and also has that money kind of going to a really good cause. So
Yep, and has your name right on it. So
yeah, it's perfect. So another favorite of ours, and you guys have had this the last few years, is you have a pop-up tent that kind of travels around to races. I think mostly East Coast stuff, but up and down. And you're heading to some different places this year for the first time. And you put out a post on your social media accounts to tell people to go to the website, go to the events tab on the website, and there's a whole calendar of events in general, but also these pop-up tents. Can you talk about that program that you have and what people can expect if they see one of those at a racetrack near them?
definitely. So Patty, our managing director, and her husband Tom, they are the ones who take our pop-up tent to all the tracks. So make sure you go see Patty and Tom and tell them thank you. We are headed to, I think, 10 races this year. I think 9 NASCAR, one being the Lou Blaney Memorial. So a total of 10. Our first 3 races are Homestead, so coming up later this month, Nashville and Michigan. Michigan's a new one. Nashville's a new one for us. We're headed to Dover. So we're hitting a lot of new places. We're really excited. You can expect merchandise from the foundation there, but you can also get free information about the Alzheimer's Association, the UPMC concussion program, Love Your Brain. We just try and have information about all of our programs. Patty does an amazing job on reaching out to like the local centers of aging or something. I can't remember the exact name, but any local assets that they have to provide, she always asks for. So if they give her some, she'll have them there at track. And she also, has a family story of Alzheimer's as well. So if you need someone to talk to, if you need some help, if you want a new t-shirt, go see Patty. She will have information for you. She will have a hug for you. Just really wonderful people that we're so blessed to have on our team. So go check it out. We're always trying to, get new merchandise out there. Gianna's doing a great job on getting some new fun stuff. So we'll see what we have throughout the year. I think it's going to be changing a lot throughout the year. I think we're kind of, going to be doing a bunch of new things. So I'm excited to see what she comes up with and what she has for us at track. But yeah, we're going to be all over the place. So head to rbff10.org. That's our website. And like you said, just head over to the events page and all of our things we have going on will be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's already a new T-shirt out.
Yeah,
Last week, right?
yep,
The 12
yep,
T-shirt that was pretty cool. So those usually you see it on your social media
yes.
first, right? They'll post a picture and then links with it there. So always pay attention to that.
Yep, definitely check out
So
the social. We'll usually always share or post when we've got something new going on. And we're trying to do these Sunday sales. I haven't had any like older items the past couple weeks that we wanted to put on, but we're trying to do a Sunday sale for 12% off a certain item. So check on Sundays too, because there could be some nice little sales on a couple things throughout the year.
Yeah, and my favorite part about your online merchandise store, but also these pop-up tents at the track. And anytime you guys are at a track, we try to push that out there to Ryan fans because they can go to the merchandise trailer at the track and get Ryan gear. They can shop on Fanatics or Team Penske, but you guys have like totally unique merchandise that they really can't find anywhere else. And like you mentioned, Gianna's helping design some of that. And can you just talk about the different types of things that you can get there that maybe you wouldn't, a normal race fan wouldn't find anywhere else?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we try and sell, we've always got the t-shirts, hats, but we do sell jewelry. We've got earrings, bracelets, necklaces. We had some hair clips last year, fanny packs. I think we're hoping to have some fanny packs again this year. Cups, mugs, ornaments. So it just, there's an arrangement of things. We had belt buckles for the longest time.
Yep.
I think those are all sold out now, but there's some very, like you said, unique items. So you never know what we're going to have. You might as well just come swing by and see.
So beyond some of the events you have throughout the year, is there anything that like fans like us can do to just help the foundation and help the cause? Just anything that we could do just in general to help you guys out.
Yeah, I think just sharing that we even exist is a huge help. We have a very small reach and following compared to Ryan's following.
Sure.
And we're trying to expand that every day. But I think just sharing that we are here and sharing that if people need resources, they can reach out to us. We might not always have the answer, but we are always willing to help, to try and lead them to some resources. Whether it's Alzheimer's or concussions, we probably have some place that we can direct them. Just sharing informational posts, really just sharing that we even exist is truly like the biggest help. So I would say, yeah, just share away, please.
Well, thank you, Leah, for coming on and talking to us once again. There's a lot to look forward to, I think, in 2025 for the foundation between the events, the pickleball event, the pop-up tents, the Lou Blaney Memorial is awesome every single year. So thank you for everything that you do, and Ryan and everybody else, the whole team out at the foundation. And we hope to see you at a track or see you at an event or see you right here on the show again at some point throughout the rest of this season.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I love hopping on and chatting with you guys. I love just getting to talk about what we're doing, the impact that we're making, and thank you all for following Team Blaney and helping support us, share us. We truly appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you guys for everything.
Well, thanks everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it.